guys, back with another edition of market updates. Uh, I switched my headset to like a gaming one, so hopefully it's better audio quality. I haven't done this in a few days, so let me just catch up on some things that happened. So honestly, not much has happened. We had this big bear trap here to 13K that just broke down, and we've been hanging around at the same price range. So honestly, the levels that I'm watching now are this Fibonacci line here of this whole downtrend, sitting right at 11,740 until we close above this level on the 4 hour, daily, hourly, whatever. It's bearish and simple as that. This is the first level of resistance, and then we have this. And so once we get above this, then it's kind of like a higher low, which is nice. So those are the levels I'm watching. And then also, yeah, that's all I have to say for the 4 hour. And then another one you want to be watching, very simple trend line from the top. It's like that one right there. So once we're able to cross this, we'll have to cross this trend line, and then that would signify some sort of uptrend. And like as we go along the following days, this trend line will start dropping, and then we'll be able to cross it easier. Maybe it's down to 13K by in a week or two. We're down to 13K on this, so we'll be able to cross it easily. So let me get rid of this and move into the cloud indicators. So this is the cloud, and I spoke about this a few videos ago that the bottom of the cloud is actually now acting as resistance. So we had this giant. This was a great head fake into the 10 EMA. A lot of people got stuck in this, assuming it's a back to a bullish trend. Even I, for a second, thought this was very bullish, but we just got denied right away the next day on an ugly candle. And we've just been forming dojis that have been denied at either the 10 EMA or the bottom of the cloud, right at 11,500. So first sign of at least a short-term reversal would be candle close above 10 EMA. And then after that, let me get my moving averages up too. And then after that, would have to go above the cloud, above moving averages, and then that would be better. First step. Let's get into the cloud first, above 10 EMA. That would be the first step. Now let me get rid of the moving averages and talk about some of the the implications of this price action. So first of all, we have this bearish TK cross here, which signifies you basically not to short specifically, but to exit any long positions that you've had before. So if you were trading the cloud, very strictly just the cloud, you'd have entered your long position right here around this area price zone, around the 4,500 basically price area. And then you would have added here on the Kijun drop, and then add here, add here, add here, and then you would have finally exited here at 13,500. So that's still, obviously you didn't catch the top. That's up to the trader himself to decide, but that's still a great move. Basically a triple 300% gain. If you're using leverage, even better. But that basically told you to exit the trade. And usually during this whole trend, this year-long trend, when we have a TK cross that's bearish, usually right after the cross, we have a recross really soon after that signifies to re-enter the price. So like right here where we had a TK cross, we recrossed around 2 weeks later. So boom, we recrossed. And another thing to notice is that the price never never goes below the cloud and stays there for too long. So like here we got on every dump, I'm just gonna analyze the dumps. January dump, right? PBOC, I think it was China, limiting the exchanges or something like that. We get to the edge of the cloud. This dump, edge of the cloud, this was the ETF, I remember. This was the ETF getting denied, huge doji. We go below the cloud. We don't even go below the cloud, it's just a wick. Then we come right out, followed by a TK cross, right? Back to bullish. So now you would have entered the trade here again at 1200. And then you don't exit all the way until here. 2400, around 2400 right here. Another great trade. We go into the cloud. This was another dump here in the middle. Kijun bounce. Kijun bounce. Kijun bounce. Boom. We go below the cloud for maybe a half a day. This is nothing. One candle. Doji candle. Then we go come right out, right away. Go back bullish here at 2800. Then this TK cross took how long to establish? July 14th to August 4th. So yeah, that was another 20 days. But it's obvious that it was going to return because we go above the cloud. Once the price is above the cloud again, it's bullish. You don't have to wait for this. This is just an extra blanket of security. And you have another dip, September dip. Just we go into the cloud momentarily. 1 day wick, get out, easy. Have a cross, and a recross like 5 days later. Nothing, literally nothing. This one don't even touch the cloud. See, so now it showed that the trend was really overextended because the crashes weren't even hitting the cloud. They weren't even getting near the cloud, right? Like from here to here, that's 5,000 to the cloud was 10% above the cloud. So now we crashed. The Kijun held it up multiple times. Then finally gave up. We went in the cloud. We're below it, and we've been below it for except for this one odd day. We've been below it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exclude this 5, 6, 7, 8 days below the cloud. That's unseen in this whole 2017 trend. That's really concerning for me. And then also one of my favorite analyst, Tone Vase, also made a point. I don't want to steal his idea that when there's a low, it's established very quickly on one candle with high volume. You don't get to have like multiple chances to exit at around the same price at this 10K range. So if the 10K was the low, it would have been this candle right here, this one, this giant doji, and then we would have went up from here. We would have just continued up. But instead, we're just hovering around this price, which signifies that this likelihood of this being the low is extremely low. If you see at any other bottoms, we just have one candle with big volume. Like even this one here, this was the first dump that started getting people panicking. Look at the volume, and then look at look at that one candle to 10K, boom, and then we bounce back, right? Any of these dumps, like it's just one big candle with volume, like this one too. Look at the volume, just one big doji, boom, we go straight up. Like it's this one here, one big candle back up, you know. So this is not how like bottoms are formed. So very bearish, like it's bearish. I don't know what to say. We need to get above the 10 EMA in the cloud and then a bunch of levels to break. But yeah, 11,700 first things first, guys. And then another idea that I'm gonna steal from Tone that also matches the clouds indication is that he first assumed that we all assumed that this was a symmetric triangle like this that broke down, right? This was a symmetric triangle that was forming that just broke down. But he changed his idea. I didn't think about this, but he changed it into a symmetric triangle like this. I think something like this. Well, let's just make it match the cloud here, just for my analysis. Like this. So we made it into a let's go to full screen. So he changed it into a symmetric triangle like this. Oh, and a quick note on the RSI, we're still not even oversold, so we have a lot of way to go down. Like we can go down to 7,500, no problem, and it'll be like at the bottom here. So that's a quick thing about the RSI. So now it's kind of like what the fuck? Sorry guys. What the hell is going on? There you go. So now basically like this cloud bottom is also coincides with the triangle bottom, and the symmetric and the descending triangle bottom is at 7,500, which is kind of like this zone here. It's the support zone, previous high support zone. I'm gonna make it kind of a big one because it's never like kind of like this, like around here. So that's his idea, but it matches my cloud theory pretty closely. That if we don't get above this cloud, which coincides with the triangle, everything matches, right? All the TA kind of matches at the end of the day if it's done correctly. So it's pointing bearish, and then the measured move is down to how do I not remember this shit? There you go. The measure move is down to like that. So let me copy the triangle. What the fuck? That's not right. So what the let's see, what's the measured move from 19 to 11? So 8K. So 8K from breakdown point of this. Huh, so maybe it wasn't this low. I don't know. Anyway, this is the zone for it to get to. Sorry, I wasn't really prepared for the triangle part. I just wanted to include it just for extra. It's not my analysis, it's someone else's. So that's the daily. Let's just do a quick. Let's just do a 4 hour too, because hourly is just noise. I don't think it's really worth analyzing hourly right now. Boom. Uh, like just consolidation slash bearishness. If you zoom out, you see the cloud is flipping back and forth. Red, green, red. Now we have a bigger red cloud. So first step is to get above this blue line, the Kijun. So this is another indication of bearishness. Let me get rid of the 10 EMA. It's getting annoying. It's not really doing anything. Oh, no. EMA. Okay, so this is another indication of bearishness is the fact that when we had this head fake to 13K, the Tenkan came up and tried to do a TK cross that would signify bullishness, but it got denied, meaning that the bearish trend is pretty strong. It tried to break it and didn't. Same as when a moving average tries to cross and then it doesn't. Same kind of thing. So right now we're sitting right at the moving average. That's the first level of resistance, and then this 11,800 is the second resistance, and then top of the cloud at basically 13K. Same analysis, just smaller time frame. But right now it's bearish. Price is below the cloud. Cloud is red. TK cross is bearish. Below the moving averages. Like everything is bearish. So hourly, just take a quick look. Hourly is just ranging, right? It's not even like it's not. This is just it's not tradable. You just lose money. I think. Like how you supposed to know? Just trade the R size. I don't know. Like it's not tradable. Sorry. Yeah. Just flipping red, black, red, red, green, red, green, red. Look at that. Look at the look at the range. Like it's just stupid. It's not tradable. So focus on the daily and the 4 hour, most important ones. And good luck trading. I'll be back either tomorrow or when the price does something. Like if the price does the same thing here, I'm not gonna make another video. No point. Price needs to go above cloud. And then this too, the fib extension is really important. 11,800. So watch these levels and talk to you guys soon. Good luck.